Hello guys, welcome to the mathematics lesson. So in today's mathematics lesson, we'll be looking at factorization, and as always, so there are a few things that we need to learn on factorization. So these are the things that we are going to cover on factorization, which mostly come in paper 1. So these questions mostly come in paper 1. So remember, to factorize, it means you are looking for a common factor between two terms, and then you need to put aside the common factor like this. So for instance, like this question here they're asking us to factorize completely 3x minus 12 x cubed. So meaning you rewrite first like 3x, then minus 12, okay, x to power 3. So you check between these two terms, the 3x and the 12x to power 3, what is common. What is common is the 3. 3 can go in itself and also in 12. So here you put aside the 3. You say, okay, 3 is common. Also x is common, so you put aside also x. Then you open brackets. So here, once you factor out both 3 and x, you remain with 1. Then you say minus. Here you must understand that the 3 can go into 12 4 times, so you put 4 here. Then here you have to remain with the x to power 2. Then you close bracket like that. Now, when they use the word like factorize completely, meaning there's a trick there. So meaning that there must be a completion of two squares, okay? Like what is inside here can be expressed in form of a square like 1 minus, okay, let me just show it here. So this one can be done like this. Like we can come here, we can say 3x, then open brackets. This one can be written as 1 squared, then minus 2 squared, then x squared. So you have seen. So this is a trick which they had to hide in this question for them to say factorize completely. So once you notice that this can be expressed like this, now you realize that this is a difference of two squares because there is minus here. So you need to further expand this or factorize this difference of two squares. So you need to do like this, 3x. Then this one you write open brackets 1 minus 2x. Then you close again, you open, then you say 1 plus 2x, like that. So this is factorizing completely, so you can leave it there. Okay. If there's any question, you can ask in the comment section in the group. So this one here also, it applies the same, factorize completely. Again, for them to say factorize completely, meaning there's a trick at some point which you need to realize. So let's copy it like a x to power 2, then y, then minus 4a y to power 3. So here, what is common on both sides of these terms is a and y. So we can pick a here, okay, and y, okay. You have seen a is around here, and also there's a here. Here there's y to power 1, here there's y to power 3. So here, once we pick a and y, we'll remain with just x to power 2. Then we'll say minus. Here, once we pick a, we'll remain with 4. Then we'll remain with y, because we'll pick y once, so remain with y to power 2, like this. So notice that this one also is a difference of two squares again, okay? So that's why whenever they say factorize completely, that is the trick you should notice. So you say y, ay, then this one you can rewrite it as x to power 2 minus, then 2 to power 2, then y to power 2, like that. Then here it will come like you write a y, then this one you expand it further or factorize it further as x minus 2y. You close, then again open, then you say x plus 2y, like that. So that will be the end of this. So we can continue. So you come again to this. I'm sure here there must have been a minus somewhere here, guys. So here again they're saying we factorize completely. So let's say it is x to power 2 over 4y to power 2, then minus 1 over 9. So this one, first of all, what we can do is to ensure that we factor out what may be common on these two terms. Like, first of all, let's try to write this one as a single fraction. So because this question, we can't see these two terms being factored out. So let's try to write as a single fraction. So the common denominator will be y to power 2, okay, and then 9 like that. So 4y to power 2 into 4y to power 2, it will go there 1 times 9, 9. So 9 times 9 times x to power 2, it will be just 9x to power 2. Then you say minus 9 into 9, 1 times 4y squared, it will be 4y squared. 4y squared times 1, it will be 4y squared, like that. Okay, so now after having that, we need now to notice something here. So here you may realize that this one can be written in this form, like 9 can be written into 3 to power 2. Then we have x minus, then 4 also can be written as 2 to power 2. Then we have y to power 2. Then over, we have this one we can actually multiply 4 times 9, 4y 9 squared, it will be actually 36, something like 36 y to power 2. Okay, so now what we are now going to take note is that the numerator here is a difference of 2 square. There's a square here which I forgot. It's a difference of 2 square because the square squares elsewhere. So we can rewrite it as 3x minus 2y, like that. We'll put in brackets. Then again we open. Then we can say again 3x, then plus 2y, like that. Then we say over. You can say 3x 36, I mean y squared. So yeah, so this one we cannot go further. This is where we can end. So we can end just here like this as the answer. Okay, we have factorized completely. So we come to question 4 here. Again, remember when they say completed, I'm telling you there's a trick. So let's pick this one, 5x to power 2 minus 5. So this one, will notice what is common from the beginning is 5 is common on both terms here. So we'll factor it out. So here when we pick 5, we remain with x squared. So say open brackets, will remain with x squared. Here when we factor out 5, we'll remain with 1. Okay. So once we remain with 1 like that, you must notice that what is in the brackets here is a difference of 2 squares. It can be written like open brackets x to power 2 minus 1 to power 2, like that. Okay, so once we write it like that, then that simply means we can rewrite it like 5. Then we say open brackets x minus 1, then close brackets, open brackets x plus 1, like that. Okay, so this one is now factorizing completely. Okay, so this is how it is done. So these questions come in paper 1, and this is where they were picked actually from. So we continue. We come to question 5, says factorize completely 32x to power 2 minus 50. So as usual, we'll do the same. So here we are going to rewrite 32 then x to power 2 minus 50. Okay, so first of all, we are going to look at a number which can go into 32 and 50 without giving a remainder, which is 2. So we will factor out 2 here. Okay, is common. So here will remain with what? 16, because 2 times 16 it will be 32. So here will remain with 16 x to power 2. So you have to be intelligent, guys, so you to understand this, because yeah, then you say minus, then here 2 into like 50, 25. So meaning you need to multiply 2 times 25 to get 50. So here you have 25 like that. So we will continue. So now, as always, factorize completely has a difference of 2 square trick about it. So you notice what is in the bracket that can be written as the squares. So we can say 2 open brackets. This can be like 16, can be written as 4 to power 2, then x to power 2 as usual. Then this 25 can be written as 5 to power 2, because 5 times 5 it will give us 25. So you see that now this is a difference of 2 squares. So we'll continue. So here we'll say 2. Then this one now we can further factorize by saying now pick 4x minus 5. Okay. Then open brackets again, 4x plus 5. So that's how it can be factorized completely like that. Then we can move to the next one, which is 6. Factorize completely. 2ax plus 4ay minus 3bx minus 6by. So let's rewrite this one. So we have 2ax plus 4ay minus 3bx minus 6by. Okay, so this one will first collect like terms. Okay, this one we can factorize by grouping. So you can check that we'll group this one like this. Okay, also this one like that. So we'll group them first. Okay, so once you group them, we'll check what is common between these two here. So here 2 is common and the a. So here 2 and a. So once we factor out 2 here, will remain with the x here plus, then once we factor out 2 on this other term, will remain with the again 2 and the y. So we'll close bracket here. So here again we'll factor out what is common here. Okay, so this is a quite tricky. So let me just remove even the brackets because of this minus sign there, which may confuse us a bit. So yeah, so this is y. So here what is common is negative 3b. There's negative 3b here, so even here there will be negative 3b, because the 3 can go into 6. So once you factor out negative 3b here, you remain b here, open brackets here, you are going to remain with positive x. Okay, then here also you are going to remain with positive 2y. So just to confirm, if you multiply negative 3b times x, it will give you negative 3bx. Again, if you multiply negative 3b times positive 2y, it will give you negative 6by. Okay, so once you factorize like this, so this is another trick which is here. Here there's no completion of squares, but you check that on this term from here, this is one term, okay, up to here, and also this is another term. So you check that between this term, this is common, and here it is common. So you factor it out first. So you say x plus 2y, you put it there. So on this term here, you remain with what? You open brackets, you remain with 2a. Then here there's minus. Then on this other side, you remain with negative 3b. Then you close like that. So that will be the final answer. So we'll continue. So we'll come to 7, which says factorize completely this. So now this one has become different from what we have been looking at. This one becomes a quadratic function, or rather expression. So if we say equals, we say 2x to power 2, then minus x, then minus 6. So this one cannot be factorized using this other method that we have used. So this one is a quadratic expression, and the quadratic expression, when factorizing it, you require what we call the product and also what we call the sum. So the product is the multiplication of this coefficient 2 and this final constant here. So if you multiply 2 times -6, you get like -12. Okay. Then the sum is the coefficient of x here. So this x, the coefficient of it is -1. Now, once you determine these two, now you need to look for two numbers, which when you multiply them, you will get -12. And when you add them, you will get -1. So you need to look for two numbers. When you multiply them, you get -12, because that's what it means by product. And when you add them, you get the sum, because that's what it means by the word sum. So these two numbers should be -4 and +3. These are the two numbers we should look for, because if we say -4 times 3, it should give us -12. Again, if we say -4 plus 3, it should give us -1. So you see, so these two numbers qualify. So we have looked successfully for these two numbers. So having found these two numbers, this is how we are going to work. So you say equals. So you pick the first number or term remains the same. You say 2x to power 2. Now you change the second term. The second term, it will be swallowed by this. So you pick like -4. Now in that -4, you put x there. Then you put again +3, +3. Then in that 3, you put x there. So you have changed this into this. Okay. So then you write -6. Then you continue there. So now you start factorizing by grouping, like this will be together. Okay, and this will be together. Okay, so here what is common between these two is 2 and x. So here, once you factor out x, what you are going to remain with is just x. Then you say minus. Here, when you factor out 2x, you remain with 2, like that. Then here, what is common here, you say plus. What is common here is actually 3. So you put 3 here. Then you open brackets. You say, here you remain with x. Then you say minus. Here you remain with 2. Just as usual, now you have how many terms? 2 terms, big terms. This term here and this term here. Okay. Now, on these 2 terms, what is common is this. Okay. You have seen that is common, which is negative x minus 2. So you put it alone here, like open brackets, x minus 2, then you close. So on this term on the left, you remain with 2, open brackets, 2x. Then on this other term, you remain with positive 3. You put them in brackets like that. So that will mean this will be your final answer. Okay, so let me clear out this space here. Okay, so we are going to be going a bit like that. This is how we are covering lessons and also revision at the same time. Okay, so these are the things we find in mathematics. That's why mathematics is the simplest of these subjects. Once you learn these, they'll appear like this in the exam. So here we'll say equals, then like factorize completely 16 x squared minus 100. So we have 16x squared minus 100. Okay, so the first thing to do here is to look for a common factor which can go into 16 and 100. So this is actually a 2. 2 can go into 16, all right? So you factor out 2, Then what you remain here, you say open brackets, you remain with 8x to power 2. Then you say minus. Here you remain with actually 50, right? Yeah. So that will be 50. Okay, so factorization here has not been done well. So 4 must be the 1. So let's see, 4 must be the 1. 4 can go into 100, right? Yeah, 25 times. Yeah. So here, 4 into 16, it can go. 4 into 100, it can go. So 4 is the best. So 4 is the best common factor. So we'll say open brackets, here will remain with 4, x to power 2, then minus, here will remain with 25. So again, we'll say, okay, so this one again, you see it is a tricky, that's why it doesn't factorize completely. So here we'll rewrite what is in the brackets as 2 to power 2, that is what 4 is, then x to power 2, then minus 25 is also like 5 to power 2, you see. Then we'll say, okay, equals, then we'll say 4, then we will factorize what is inside the brackets because it's a difference of 2 squares, so it is going to be 2x minus 5, then close bracket again, open brackets, 2x plus 5, like that. So this is how it is going to be factorized completely. So then we move to the other one. The other one here says factorize completely 6a. So let me just rewrite it. So we are factorizing completely 6ax minus 4ay minus 3bx plus 2by. This one seems to be similar with the other one that we have done here, right? Let me just go back. No, I thought it was similar with this number 6, but no, they're not similar, but that is the same way of solving, the same way. Okay, so like, yeah, so this one will factorize by grouping. So the common factor between 6ax and 4ay, it is going to be 2 and a. So here we have 2 and a. So here we'll say open brackets will remain with 3x. Then we'll say minus, here will remain with 2y. Okay, if you are not getting how I'm doing this, you can ask me so that I'll make again a video, a dedicated video to go detail by detail. So here the common will be actually 3. Okay, so 3 will be common, so we'll put it as positive, though there's negative here, it will be like positive 3. Okay, then what is also common is b here. So no, sorry, it's not 3 which is common. What is common here is, you can see there's b here, there's also b here. So just pick b as a positive, then open brackets will remain with it, as negative, sorry, as negative. So it will be negative like that. I've picked a wrong thing here. So it will be, here will remain with the positive b. If I said positive b, I've even forgotten. I'm saying it should be negative b. Negative b. So here you have to be careful. When you find something like this, you have to be careful, because what is assisting me to know that it will be negative, it's because what I should create in this next bracket here should be similar to this which I've already created in this bracket. So now inside the bracket, I'm going to have a negative. That's what it is. I'm going to have definitely a negative here. Okay, so that if I multiply this by that negative, it will create back this positive here. So meaning here, I will just have 3x. like recreating what you already have here. So like negative b times 3x, it will be negative 3bx, you see. Also here I'll remain with 2, then y. So that if I say negative b times negative 2y, it will be positive 2by. You have seen. So this is how you should do work intelligently. This is why at least intelligence has to be there. And intelligence is created. If you are not, you can recreate intelligence through revision over and over again, going through the same thing over and over again so that you can rebuild your intelligence. Sometimes intelligence is natural, sometimes intelligence can be just rebuilt. So here now you can just now check that this is common here and here it is common, so you factor it out as a 3x minus 2y, then you close, then here you open, you remain with 2a, then on this side you remain with b, like that. So this will be like your final answer. Then here on b, on number 10, they say factorize completely this. So it's the same way when you encounter a question like factorize, which is in this part, meaning it will go like this, the way we have solved in number 9. It will also go in the manner we solved the number 6 here. That's how it moves. So that you have to take note of. So meaning we'll say equals. So here we'll copy the way it is, 4 ab plus 6ac minus again 6 bd, then minus 9cd. So also by grouping, so we'll pick 2. So here in 4ab plus 6ac, what is common is actually 2. So there will be like 2a, open brackets, here will remain also with 2 b, then we'll say plus, here we'll have like actually 3c, like that. That's what will remain. Then here we'll say, okay, let's say we'll have negative. Then what will be common here will be 3. 3 can go into 6 and also 9, and here we have d and there we have d, so it will be 3d, then open brackets. So here will remain with like 2b. Okay, then here what we are going to do, since here there's positive, even here there should be a positive. Okay, so that here again what will remain with is a 3. It will be like what is here already, so it will be like 3c. Okay, oh sorry, 3c, like that. So we'll close it like that. Then again you'll see that what is common is this one and this one here, so you pick it as 2b plus 3c. So you, when writing in an exam, don't put this line here, I'm just showing you. Then open brackets, here you remain with 2a minus 3d, like that. Okay, so this is how this is done. Okay, so these questions were picked from exam papers from somewhere 2016 to somewhere 2022 paper 1 on the topic factorization. So factorization is in 2 parts. There's a factorization using the formula, by using the quadratic formula. Then there's just factorization, which is like this. Okay, so I hope you have understood this video. See you in the next lesson. As for now, bye.